GU2.
13:50 AM GU2. That was Example, Watch the Sun Come Up, and we had Dizzy Rascal as well. This is Kickoff with Dazz. I wasn't here last week, unfortunately. Came down with a rather nasty bout of the freshest flu, but I'm back as good as ever. I'm sure you can. I'm sure you can agree with me. There are lots of ways to get in contact with the studio. We are here for 3 hours, 4 until 7 each and every Wednesday, so there's plenty of time to get involved. You can call us 01483 68 1350. That's 01483 68 1350. You can also text us. We've got a brand new number, 07575 073 400. That's 07575 073 400. Don't forget that texts are charged at the standard network rate, so I would advise you to check that out before you do go along and text us. But I do encourage texts. I do like reading texts out, and you can talk about anything that I talk about, or indeed anything that comes into your head, where you know what you have for breakfast, anything like that. You can also email us, studio@gu2.co.uk. That's studio@gu2.co.uk. That's the MSN as well. Yes, we are masters of technology here at GU2's Towers, and we have Windows Live Messenger, so we can talk to you pretty much instantaneously. So if you want to make a request or anything like that, you are very welcome to. And we are also on Twitter. That's GU2 Radio, all one word. That's GU2 Radio, all one word. So if you haven't followed us already and you are listening right now, then feel welcome to, because we do post various things, the various presenters, so you will be cut out of the loop if you don't follow us. So I do very strongly advise you to do that. Okay. If you haven't heard this show before, but let's be honest, you have. We have lots and lots of features today, including Midweek Sports, which is coming up in about 15 minutes. We have Gone But Not Forgotten, Media Mania, Middle of the Week Moan, and we end the show with Weird World and My Question for Hannah and Natalie, who are, of course, the Thursday Kickoff presenters. But if you were listening yesterday to kick off with Barney every Tuesday, 4 until 7, this very same time slot, then he would have given me a question on air as well. And it's a very, very interesting question this week. And his question is, if you could study at any university in the world, which one would it be? Specific university, please. It's Surrey, of course. Yes, just to please the university, of course. But no, while Surrey is an excellent university, I have actually been looking at studying for a master's in America, but if given the choice, I would like to study at Yale, in America, although I'm probably nowhere near intelligent enough to get in, unfortunately. But it's a great university, and I actually thinking about studying in America, but I'm also studying Japanese, or I'm learning Japanese myself, so the University of Tokyo would be another option as well, but I'd have to be very, very lucky to study at either of those places, of course. Okay, this is 13:50 AM at GU2 Kickoff with Dazz, 01483 68 1350. You're very welcome to get in contact with us here at the studio. Kickoff with Dazz and Midweek Sports are coming up in about 15 minutes. In the meanwhile, here's Kasabian.
GU2.
Yes, there we had a nice classic song there. I haven't heard that one in ages, but it's still a great band. The Coral, Dreaming of You, here on 13:50 AM GU2. Don't forget, there are lots and lots and lots and even more ways to get in contact with us here at the studio. You can text us 07575 073 400. That's 07575 073 400. Don't forget that texts are charged at the standard network rate, so check that out before you try to get in contact with us. It's about 10p for me, but obviously you might be members of an evil network, so they might have maybe 50p. It probably wouldn't, but I would advise you to check it out. Phone number as well, 01483 68 1350. That's 01483 68 1350. You can MSN us, studio@gu2.co.uk. That's studio@gu2.co.uk. That's our MSN address as well. So if you want to chat with me, or if you want to just add us anyway, so you can chat with any of the presenters when they're on air, add that to your Windows Messenger program, and you'll be able to talk to us. It's all good. You can also follow us on the Twitter. That's GU2 Radio, all one word. GU2 Radio, all one word. So if you're a member of that new craze that all the kids are doing these days, it's Twitter. Just follow us and you'll be able to see all of our tweets and various little things that every presenter pretty much wants to broadcast to the globe, so you can read that sort of thing. I answered my kickoff with a question earlier at about 4:10. Barney pretty much asked me, what university would you like to study at? Globally, pretty much. So, apart from the University of Surrey, obviously, I said it would be the University of Tokyo because I am a huge fan of Japan. I'm actually learning Japanese. Not doing that well, but anyway, we won't go on to that. And Yale as well in America. Ooh, I suppose it's sort of like Cambridge or Oxford, so I'd have no chance of getting in probably unless I did amazingly well in my degree grade this year, but we'll have to see what happens. Anyway, it's time for midweek sports. If you haven't listened to the show before, essentially I go over the past week's sports. I've talked about snooker, I've mentioned cricket, although I'm not a huge cricket fan, to be honest, but I do cover things like that. This week it's only the football because I have scoured the newspapers and the BBC Sport website and nothing much has gone on really in other world of sport. It's mainly been football, which luckily enough is my main interest in sports, so it's all good. Okay, let's see. On Sunday, actually, I watched the match Liverpool versus Manchester United, which, of course, Liverpool won 2-0. Rafa Benitez will be very, very happy with that. I was just wondering, because Alan Hansen, of course, who said you could win nothing with kids, all those years ago when Manchester United won the title, he tipped Liverpool for the title this season, at the start of the season, obviously. And I think they're about 6th now, I think. I haven't checked the table lately, but they won 2-0 against Manchester United, who are a lot of people's favourites for the title this year as well. And I was just wondering, do Liverpool still have that chance for the title? I'm really, really not sure. I mean, people say that it's their kick-start to the season, but they went... I think they didn't win in 5 matches. No, it's 4 matches, actually. They lost 4 matches in a row, and if they lost to Manchester United, that would have been their 5th in a row, which obviously isn't good enough. But a lot of people now are saying, oh, Liverpool back in the title race, but I'm not sure. Do you think? Get in contact with us and let us know. Personally, I think no. But we'll have to wait and see, won't we? And, of course, one of the huge stories in the football world last week was Gareth Southgate getting sacked from Middlesbrough, which was a huge blow to the club. Do you think it's a harsh sacking? I personally think it is. I can't see why, if they wanted to get rid of him, why didn't they just sack him when they got relegated last season if they weren't happy? So Gareth Southgate, of course, not at Middlesbrough, and it's Gordon Strachan now, who is a nice guy, but I think Gareth Southgate should have stayed. He should have been given a chance, because they're 4th or something now. They're 1 point off the top. So it's a really, really harsh sacking and a poor excuse, actually, from Steve Gibson, the Middlesbrough chairman. So do you agree with that? Get in contact with us via the phone, text, or any other method. You can get in contact with us by smoke signal as well, even if you want, if you're skilled in that sort of thing. And just finally, final point. Of course, we've had new owners of Birmingham. Chung, I think, is his name, from Hong Kong. And I was just thinking, with the influx of foreign owners, I mean, of course, we've got Aston Villa. I think half of Premier League clubs are foreign owned these days, which is a huge percentage. And I was just thinking, is English football starting to lose, its passion, its soul? I mean, say about even 10 years ago when Manchester United were dominating the leagues, you could tell that football had its soul. I mean, Scottish manager, yes, but it was just still great to watch. But now all these clubs have loads of money. I mean, we have Manchester City